monone nemum na de ba kwa mani agi any UEFA for and you will say almost the reforms about Champions League next year. Medical complaining Barca series say ye bo knockout stage me boy. Knockout stage you know home and away. Me ba ofi no game ni and 0-0 and a game no yabo first leg na wi. Second leg no yabo 90 minutes na wi. Game ni remain tight me boy. Adichina say wa wo bo ofie no wonya an advantage of playing an additional 30 minutes ofie abra me bo mi fie no menya sa additional 30 minutes no again in the event that me ne maso pray goal key ho na me game na me boy no Andy me finish me game no in 90 minutes me share one goal in 90 minutes maso na me ne pre goal key ho no enya an extra 30 minutes na sa 30 minutes no maso kobo hat-trick sa maso hat-trick no kobo e wo sa extra 30 minutes no and the wodi be say me ho e koji goal king. Now we are also talking about the era eya ko ese matches na players na ebo no and the esa do so do the players are complaining, the teams are complaining et no se matches no do so na se o se eye ma minute no so asa do so a now you are overloading the players as we speak now. On se brebi atwam no na ya ko ese extra time there and na fix extra time fix aya 3 minutes near the atoso but these days you know an average of about 10 minutes and a players in the ball as an extra time one you do 90 minutes no so until young season you know na se play be about 66 games are 66 game no all strike average minutes played by sa player in all those 66 matches na ya ko 100 minutes. So there are more matches on mobile. And it you know say you have a full opportunity be say extra unnecessary minutes na players neighbor and the unnecessary workload ebe to almost no and ye come amani na to I think say no mo ya adwin we long overdue a new advantage. The opposite you are more for can say okay player na ono so enya extra 30 minutes no Andy so no so enya extra workload ono so enya another 30 minutes there's a possibility say ono so betimi akwa so when you know your anima engineer, then why don't we call for say and cancel sa extra 30 minutes now? And that's no. I think say so unfair. Ma complainer ma Mr. Doctor for Jekra once upon a time. Eka me say a nice proposal. So as to write that proposal no to FIFA. I'm a train my FIFA through a website, you know. I think some me police article no. I'm a man for radio. Andy, me no mo ya dream pa. See about 30 minutes kumasi. Ninyina 90 minutes kumasi. Ha senior Sanjo Kotoko. 30 minutes kumasi. Game no 1-1. Then we come to Accra, Kotokone has near about 90 minutes. Game no asaya 1-1. Then near about another extra 30 minutes. Our has to folk home. To whose advantage? More bia nada obia home. Team bia obo fie no. There's a study. Say team bia an extra advantage when you are playing at home. That is why most teams every need omo matches you know more no fie than say obo away. And it is a team being extra 30 minutes. Abro obo fear. Even though say extra 30 minutes, you know, two teams in an able. Obiase we ebeje. But the advantage, you know, goes in favor of team now or no able of you know. And it you know, asema UEFA for Kandi, me no me ya again. Nina implementation. Once away after mo dwendwen said they would like to implement this air come next year. We crowd they send come adwin where we are and come back catch say but next year no, omo implement air side decision way. By next year no and they should implement it workload in the dorsal disadvantage any advantage a comma teams you know and so a dorsal do they need to cut this and some bebre honum na me adma china say kan wasem ya beka the FA Cup on nyame adma yemfa nkochina na nyame adum so a kopa the ray fan no so nyame andi yemfa nkochina no rock Kofi Adams and ho aba and he will be catching Kofi Adams.
Na Kofi Adams asemi a Christian akopeja abayi aha na ne nyina ehyasie. Dey kan me want to okay. Baminika Mowi. I'll say as the sports minister say why na adwen say obeye de obetima ye bia say de Ghana Premier League na say no obe improve no ye kan tie no ansa.
For whatever reasons one doesn't know why our Premier League has become the way it has become. To the extent that you sometimes even enjoy Division 1 league than you would have for the premier matches that are played. You don't see the pack of players that you would really want to follow and watch. Players are willing to leave quickly and for economic reasons. And so again, government has been working, and this is part of the president's directive that we are working out a model. Because these players, don't forget, are also youth. So the Youth Employment Authority has a program for youth where they are employed and paid something, youth in sports, where some kind of additional monies will be given to these players in addition to what the clubs are able to offer them. Something little will be given them. Look, some clubs don't even pay their players up to 500 Ghana cedi a month.
Okay, I know the sports minister no we you know I know the way so beto aso na we no me ba you assume that ye Honorable Kofi Adams say ada Black Stars of Ghana ebeje FIFA World Cup no so omoje FIFA World Cup na ono ankasa be arrange first class flights e dey ma players no na e dey ma fly district by district bia na omo celebrity.
Look, I would arrange a flight that has first class seats enough to carry all the players.
But President Mahama says no first class.
Oh, no, this one, when they win the World Cup, I'll tell Mr. President, for this you are defying the order. Yes,
you
are defying.
Fly first class.
They will fly first class, and we are not just
sports. They are not just flying first class. What will you do again?
After that, we will tour every district in this country. So
just by qualifying, you tour every.
No, and they win.
Yes, they go on to win the World Cup.
To win the World Cup.
Yes.
We will visit every district to celebrate with them.
Every district?
Every district.
Wow. No constituency, no
constituencies. Every district will visit.
Should the Black Stars qualify and go on to win the World Cup?
Look, we will bring other Africans on board to celebrate with us. We will visit many other countries.
That would be really.
And to invite them to come to Ghana. That first African country that won the World Cup is Ghana.
It's Ghana.
And we must celebrate it.
The Honorable Kofi Adams the same way that you say World Cup in the year said the obviously celebrating the sika bi abenya film bi e be say di ni nyina ho a di ni nyina be chile Max I say
me first of all me say interview now it was a bit na me who the person but listening to voice I think there is nothing wrong with what he said, a very normal statement.
Okay,
because if say a World Cup na or be fly players no to every district in Ghana to celebrate. Then president issues a memo be and fly first class no. On be fly na mewa. And it's a Ghana World Cup celebration could be more than the Apapa can. Let's be straightforward. The celebration will go beyond the Apapa can. Take like Ghana have won the World Cup. Andy, the whole Africa will celebrate. If Ghana wins the World Cup, Nigerians, all African, they will all come there to celebrate. See, what he's trying to say is that say Ghana is the World Cup, now the celebration will be massive. But Nekasa ne one or three to every district. Now Ghana district, if we say players no should celebrate from district, Ghana na your mic we can even take 2 days or so to do that. And then my name is Ghana get bigger like Congo and Nigeria and I say Sudan money. We can just do that. So what he's trying to say is that if Ghana is able to win the World Cup, the celebration will be massive. And to an extent that will even break protocol. Where the president says say fly first class. If you win the World Cup, if you say Ghana is the World Cup, no players no fly, your friend is a first class, they celebrate all the district. Will somebody say that it is wrong?
But Maxwell, my you the same you on countless occasions we speak about the fact that your World Cup how we spend scanner in your free World Cup now we talk about the fact that you need any monumental we be a World Cup sikaye. Now there is a minister talking about it because the World Cup there or see ever fly other African countries to Ghana to celebrate with us. Now say your World Cup now Scanner about into celebration.
You see, the thing is, so when you walk up on your close to about $35 million. And yet, the equality of
Ghana, when they said, we see this guy win that $5 million.
Andy, the issue is that they are mature and say, Ghana, you walk up no crowd, and the one out down now, obey more than what the minister is. And the idea be a while, and oh, Andy, forget it.
Maxwell, message. Obey individual, obey, I'll not do it.
Andy, but here. Huh? Yes, forget about Argentina. We're talking Ghana. Argentina might World Cup, mighty football. Africa, the whole of Africa has never won the World Cup. So if Africa wins the World Cup, it is a huge celebration for the whole of Africa. But the difference, you know.
That's the okay there. A huge
and the World Cup no cry and the money is
why will you sue the if clause if
and I'm just Andy when Ghana wins the World Cup the Ghana but Andy had there okay a quarter final World Cup so okay did you see the celebration on the street of Ghana quarter final me say I was then in Takwa people from Kojo Krom walked all the way to your friend and saying baby ani ye live view omunam form sa easy penalty na say na mo bia be mu buye and we are football crazy so what he's trying to say is that me understand them no say Ghana J World Cup the celebrations will be huge and we're going to celebrate with our fellow Africans me there Andy me serious me won't anything wrong with that see hey na say yes World Cup Africa one be Ghana Nigeria first. Hey Andy, do you know the respect the honor the achievement near there ba? And no crowd the goodies ba. And no crowd the goodies then to me the ba. But me the bia yenje. But see ye World Cup ne pa. Na me say president Nankasa cross say memo be am fry first on the be the first or be fry players in the first class. And Andy woni me ngagene. Na me pass Andy ya World Cup ma me mo another scenario. Na cap ni bedru ni ese bia ye de cap ni be say yewura wa ha that the unim say na Kumasi be seki people even go and wait for the players at the airport all the streets in Nkwala nyina to say bibia do you know what is going to happen it's going to be a massive jubilation massive celebration and when me person aban ni adi nyina and say they should make people life better and make us happy and if they do something that the whole nation is happier we'll be okay even private people can even sponsor. Say rice masters or sponsor blast and nana omo kasa allegedly mpacho omo die no omo je mo na no omo girls dey go shop aton mono mpacho what I say it say yeah good thing people will come on but for example during President Kufuor's time where blasters were not doing to be called World Cup what did we do he made sure to go first Ghana Limited that mine make sure to sponsor blaster that's getting a Ghana ska enti ye disika na eden yes ye disika na eden e disika o pesika we invest ska na uzu nyeska enti media say beko free no the only thing is that the yam faso wo the scan no mu ni aye ntan nya so faso but see to make the World Cup as a Ghana na yabo World Cup ye Brazil ye Italy ye Germany ye Argentina na Ghana na after World Cup na ekuta na the Ukraine ho be twa wo dem wo na be twa he when he be jama
twa he
me say Christian me say any ja when he be no you will be helpless. And even that day in that week, economic activities in the country level a bit drew no, a baby even all time high. So what he's trying to say is that if Ghana is able to do that, it's going to be a massive and wild jubilation in Ghana and also all Africa. And I know the media and is Hanebe.
Okay.
But it be a cap and AGM, and it be a Ghana beds and maybe on no. But what I say, now you one will be already 200 years now. Our number was yes, if we were 200. I mean, because be no one who nimbi. And a Ghana say be a better cap the next 200 years. 200 come minutes and the age why how many years? In JBS, the all canoe and die on the MM. But Sandy said, "Me na me minister partner, much me ama Ghana je. Hey, na senga ket je walk up there na ga wait maga ket asema. En ka o kan ya na ko fa ba so boy be so. And but so what as you be free the ekosu nyina. Let's take like ebi akoroko Africa Andy na koroko tumi age the champion na say even Confederates Cup no maja. Only the celebrations ebeba. Inte hone de me we nye issue bebre bia e normal talk. But ebia ono no cap na Ghana beji na ebia ebia no ni asase was men kan sa menim say men fama no say
kwakula be say Andy winning comes with excitement. What the minister said is nothing out of the ordinary. a first World Cup can lead to excessive celebration. When Ghana won the Under-20 World Cup, how was the celebration? Cast your minds back. Christian.
We are say Maso Papa ne kasa no wanka se World Cup no ebeji beyond the time no. Or can say or no time no, and no time no. It is good to dream.
More fun.
But be realistic with your dreams. Nay truthful to yourself. Media ibama trend the first thing I made no. Whenever you are setting a target, you are the smart way of setting a target. Your friend is smart. Smart in your abbreviation. In fact, there be the first one of the trend way. The first one is your target should be specific. The S stand for air specific. The second I am stand for say measurable. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then your target should be achievable. Something say you can achieve it. Okay? So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and then time bound. So I say I'll buy a Range Rover. A dream. But you ask yourself, say, is it a very nice target? Because the metal Range Rover no, my time. And I'm sure my current situation now. The Ben met me at no. So certain target, we a leader, you should be measured by some of these things before you set a target. Ghana winning the World Cup and a realistic target. Even AFCON winning the AFCON crown has become a problem. AFCON. Then we are dreaming. It is nice to dream. In fact, Odana wants to die and to us Bosumi and say one casa home a trophy mungo. But the everyone now swan. And so say die. You are setting a very unrealistic, unachievable target now. Set your man. Now in any case, Asemna ye can say celebration. Now, why is the minister thinking about how we are going to celebrate after winning the World Cup? But the first concern, anyhow we are going to invest the money in the free World Cup into improving our game. Masha motivational speaker and the Okasano. Was it Nyago say we are saying Obianya Sika, a man for Yaska say Tam, I'm a man for Watri. Into Beji, we are say a Japadian. No, a charm will be a pet. So, Yafan say, you are Sikanina. Niache, near Mobia, $1 million, $1 million. Yenina will be at the same level. In 2 years to come, the rich will become rich, the poor will go back to be poor. Because the poor always think about consumption, the rich think about hot production. Poor no, they hear ni na wanye sikano. The first thing about you say, let me consume, me go to car, me to shoe, me or best or drink how I wait me I go day. I best spend this kind of one yano. Basically na no only me the same 1 million. You didn't that kokuti. Me menya $1 million. That kokuti so $1 million. Ye nyina about the same pegging. Dr. Kokuti will be thinking about how I'll be converting the $1 million into 2 million into 3 million. Baby, I say, World Cup, if we're a minister, the first thing is that we must begin to speak as a third world country. Problems no dosu. Football na yebona o ejina so na o di betina so se be qualify dia ko World Cup no. Problems e wo no enye problems ketwa. So even though say me gitum, say oji World Cup na, ye gi AFCON kra na, we will celebrate, we will jubilate. But the first thing as a minister that must come to your mind in a discussion is that Nyame madom na me gi World Cup na. You best celebrate there. No before say best celebrate no. Sika be get free World Cup no no. E bia me the best 50%. Ye we ye we are aka no near Andy ye dey celebration. But the first thing that comes to your mind is how we are going to celebrate by winning a target and realistic. No, you don't speak like that. Be realistic. Now, even that unrealistic target, say be achievable. The first thing you do is say, how do I convert this kind of menu? How do I maximize it? How do I utilize it? Ebetimi aboa ama football na. Me gina so qualify for the World Cup no. Metimi nya says can be more. Per the okay yandi. Yenwie no. Na sa maso si World Cup reje ni nya 35 million na. Per celebration no. This e ko bobu se be so so letimi celebrate World Cup no. Or still or chata. How many districts that we have in this country?
Yeah. Nasa Ghana.
Now o chata flight to every district back be I say.
Nasa flight no crowd no ka say chata no crowd.
Ghana. Or say as a first class. Ship dealer, private jet.
Yeah.
So o chata no wana kubisa. Now o chata no to over how many districts do we have? We have over 200 districts in this country. And you are chartering a flight to over 200 districts. You think, sir, the worker price money no be enough. Yeah, we are. Yes, sir, to fra celebrate by winning the World Cup. We need to celebrate. Baby achievement Andy, me say Okrano, oya addicted to ebi no fear. It calls for celebration. But the celebration na e call no should be modest.
I understand.
Ube wie no sika na odi konya no. Ubenya bi dey bibi foforo.
Yeah.
And I think the dream and the imagination, something. I think it's something. A wild dream. And the thinking of consumption, the attitude, the mindset of the poor. The rich man, he's thinking of how to increase Ghana Wanyano. Me say, my distribute we are evenly. 10 years to come. The rich will become rich, the poor will go back to being poor. Because the poor will think how I'm going to consumption, Messi die, meto car, meto shoe. Dear not only sika no ntimi no, or baba yeni nyina. Messi kanini nya $1 million na after 10 years no. Obasa ji $1 million no, abe Canadian na mo be $10 million because who consume no, on be production no abe turn dey no. So by this time there, you be ko World Cup no. In fact, we are even counting our chicken before they hatch. World Cup qualification is not even guaranteed. And we are thinking about winning the World Cup. Ghana winning the World Cup. It is a target that is not realistic, a target that is not achievable. Even when it is achievable, Sikana, you best spend it wasting in celebration, excessive celebration, and the mindset of the poor. Let's think about prudent celebration. You benya Sikani be and the area no, I debate him na ABB. Now, okay, the last one, trend. Ghana and Kwane call World Cup. The last World Cup, you're complaining here. So there be first one. Ghana 2022 Sports Minister's budget. You call World Cup no. Sika budget TSC kwa kudini.
$8.1 million.
$8.1 million na ye kwa kudino. It was budgeted for only the group stages.
Yeah.
FIFA mahenzai. FIFA gave us $9 million. But Ghana and Kwane ye call World Cup no. Now we have a minister. The past minister, one of the worst ministers we have ever seen in Ghana, Mustafa Yusuf. I a budget. I can't check Ghana for you now. Say Ghana na ye ko World Cup. I go both group stages. Group stage 3 matches. Ghana budget for the World Cup no. Na $8.1 million. Are you right? Are you thinking like a third world country? World Cup no. You are going to earn $9 million. But $9 million no, udimu $8.1 million. Ekobo only group stages keke.
I got 3 games.
3 games keke. And we are moving away from wild imagination and what excessive celebration, excessive waste of resources. Now I think the minister must begin to toe down. Toe down. Nienya umujidie. Oze oye ubi na frase se okasesia now my ya kwesi ska bedi unsemo a says can bedi unsemo no it will not come back to the grassroots development. We are going to use it to celebrate ade ba ko kan ya eno NDC party manifesto. The last elections NDC ko ye no and it was in the manifesto. If they are able to do it okay say Neil and Tel Van der Boy by if you interview no specifically I asked him say almost on betia Ghana players and footballers in the car. If they're able to do it there, I think that to be a very big plus, not just to the sports minister, but the NDC government in whole. Say the last one I made Sunday, you know, NDC manifesto. They make specific reference. Say Omunipa and a party manifesto, you know, starting from sports infrastructure, sports talent, human resource development, and okay, you know, was to support the development of Air Coast Division 1 and 2 and Ghana Premier League by augmenting the salaries of all registered footballers with allowances. But not NDC manifesto, campaign manifesto, and then a promise making on a campaign platform. Also, what is said on a campaign platform no entirely different from what is enshrined in their manifesto. Rebecca said a campaign platform sometimes it's able to go. But they are the best manifesto people will hold you accountable to it. And in their manifesto they said it. And they almost say be developing a course Division 1, Division 2, Ghana Premier League a players, by augmenting their salaries of all registered footballers with allowances. But the question is, and the one who scope no. On scope no so mbechiano. Yeah. If you course Division 1, Division 2 and Ghana Premier League. The amount no one can amount of money back at the bell augmenting one can. But the question is, Andy, when I say a go through parliamentary approval. Yeah. Because the clubs are owned by individuals. Saudi bicycle air individual company muno. One shot na among funds on private companies, will be asking for the same. In the event that abandon sika a football club, private. When radio stations can they also go to government? Say government, so no. Yes, we employ people. You also need your support. Come and pay air presenters and radio stations, come and augment their salaries. Because Ghana for Premier League clubs near Ghana for say they are private, Premier League clubs, any clubs in Ghana are also private entities. So how do we use government resources into funding a private entity? Other private entity for no and take your opportunity to also come and demand the same. It's a very, very dicey situation.
Chris, very good way, but a very simple issue. Ghana Football Association, it belongs to Ghana. And players now what the association almost in a bomber Ghana national teams. It's when government support them, what it means is that those players will be much more prepared and ready to fight for the national team. But here media, we don't do things like directly national. No, so you have maybe. But in states, in the own media houses like Ghana or GBC, of course, more the SABC, you or the other ones now, or the private ones. It's a government would directly not invest into the problem unless that government say their main support the private media to be strong to help governance. But football, because Ghana Football Association belongs to the government. The national team belongs to the government. And the clubs and my players who fit into the national team. Then again, when a player is even transferred, part of the money in some countries and almost structure or money to me free so. But what I say, these are the different. But the idea and or buying biasu on the priorities. The priorities of so use sports to develop the country. And the what I say in that ube to me rem. But then the American say. Chris, you rightly use the word, which I'm okay. So they will augment them. It means that they are going to help it make it better. It is not that they are going to take care of the whole thing. It's a smart move. Because one thing you need enko is a majority of the boys who couldn't travel. Andy, they now done junkies. I won't miss words. And some boys no money to me making football. On my life, you're miserable. But nobody's giving them attention. Yeah, because a player is playing a Premier League game in Ghana and he's being paid 500 Ghana. It's a shame. But any government no say they be a met that will not be the solution. Because if this government leaves and another government comes, and I'm with this, your president we are now another president in the same party, but no need salvation now. It means that the thing is not sustainable. So now what we need to do, said the sports minister and say, Juma eso way and say, for innovations, ne ideas together with the FMRA. say owning a club in Ghana shouldn't be a joke, like as we are joking, because football elsewhere, Senegal and all that, a massive investment. It is a good needs to be to a certain point. You will see be a club as a only. Ebi a me match of Missika na third division, some third division. Sir Chris and Sikani a second division, so on Oka. And you Sikani a premier or something. Yes, will be a sorry, no what or top ball. No, told you to say, na
division, Obano will qualify no about premier.
If your finances are not good, go to England, financing do level about Premier League. Premier League crowd born create Drew baby na so Sika Samina, ye okwa distress here 10 points. We are not joking there. Here we are joking, we are not doing football. NCCSC Kotoko, a hearta, on level, so also on your money rock here. Say when you seed money, be to say be about $5 million or $8 million. And we make sure that you pay the player through bank.
Some American and one are working. But the point is, they say they will see footballers in the less than 500 Ghana cedis. They play for a private company, a football club owned by private individuals. Yeah. There are still private companies in this country, almost workers same or even less.
Exactly.
So when me a radio station for a private company, less than 500 Ghana cedis, then I hear that our sports minister and I say our government are investing in another private company. There's a possibility say entice me to also go and look for the same opportunity because we are all working, we are all Ghanaians.
The government can decide to help you and they're right. But the difference here is that omunya direct benefit from the player because it is the players who are playing the league, and a boy national team. So the idea is that they are helping the players to come better so they will represent the nation. But you won't media and where are we going to represent the nation? Tournaments in the bar, even tournaments here, players not qualify will not go. And the players need any direct. But I agree with you. A government can also decide that I will also help the media or the private companies to grow. And I agree. So we can also write it there. But one after the other. Now, bind be one priority, baby or person or take it concrete. So what you are saying is not wrong. But players need the end there. Though they play for these clubs, clubs in the moment platform at the end of the day could do so when you clubs in a year more party money adding, they will come and play for the national team straight up because all your player now in ball Ghana have cry grace. Obeka said as a house keeper that's why the fact that we are kotokoni. But you say game no corona. And I'm because they didn't call you on your butcher and all that you have indicated. So I'm on directly, you invest or more. The government get direct benefit or more help buying it straight away.
Well,
but also what
a Broby Betch had a message about I think say in your Broby Mo. See the GFA belongs to the government, but they proclaim themselves as autonomous. The government can influence their decision. When the government want to strike, then they run to FIFA.
No, government can.
But the misconception is that the GFA doesn't belong to government. The national teams, are FA managing, and they are buying there. But the Ghana Football Association as an association, is a private entity which doesn't belong to the government.
Belongs to the government. Who maybe FA no? Ghana Football, FIFA, when they join FIFA, in government of Ghana. FIFA and Kasa join why not join FIFA? Private people in join.
But FIFA deals with their
exactly.
But not
their government. It is the government of Ghana that joined FIFA. And when they call World Cup, Ghana qualify World Cup. So that's Ghana yedema national team why there. Ghana buy there. It's not FA no more the ban. What they do is that a buying finance no more connect Ghana now buying na there. But FIFA no na see who say. There is a lot of interference, political. We crowd with the young fan Saturday because all say UN and FIFA the same thing in area. They all want world peace, but UN use your friends say politics and the FIFA so use game. And the FIFA doesn't want to have anything to do with politics, where politicians better the direction of the game. For example, say politician FA chairman on the bench and say FIFA don't want it, and if I say Sadia or more born. Omwan enyi omulida. Ni enrani adeno on a private base the FIFA bekan on fango, not that of government. But they know say in Africa, FNX to be more than minor the support of the government. And the FIFA is aware say Africa, internet yoko Morocco ni adia, enya buying the FA na ABB album. Baba Ghana di almost it is the FA na buying or mobile no munye serious. And because of ABA underline, I'm not saying it for sure. Corruption in Tine will be benya until they are not able to crack the whip. And yes, I'm so FIFA for Ankasa, Oko Switzerland. Switzerland bani over there. Yankos Katom on your money and through Uncle Homunium. Now we who are days are buying us away, you bury him. And FIFA and say, Emom the leader and here corrupt practices, they are binding to me Pamano, call him. But because
and then everything is shredded by the law. With the trend for me, media na me search afia na mehu. Enti trend we Ghana Premier League 2019 status na. It makes it very, very, very clear. In Jafia, they send it as a trend, and they just read it. Keke, who read we are near the Malos info. Nyamia Masati, we provide a proper education on the status of the Ghana Football Association, whether it belongs to government or the private entity. And the trend bit me project here.
Okay.
Na yashe. Intimidama trend is here. Be oye huojuma. Just read who read we are. Then we will leave it for Nyamia Mochina near expanded discussions. You know. Then we know the status of the Ghana Football Association. There's two different things in the can want them. The Blasters and the national teams, you know, entirely different from Ghana Football Association. Ghana Football Association, you know, on share Blasters so, but national teams are more no, and yet no majuma. So Blasters national team, you know, just an aspect of their responsibility. Sa national teams no kwana ya bindia. Dia kani nyina no FIFA sikaba they will tell about say private here dia aban need to me also. So in their status trend where is slow.
Okay, me sure say there be na ya to us but answer na trend there and then you on the BKB show coach Bodu at exactly 7 p.m. Coach Bodu, Coach Samuel Bodu. No, Nina Wakamu Asem, and a lot more. The course on Mediema, the course on how to focus money free one. Dr. Nyawun Saman Waka, on the time another time Woka, Prosper Natugu, no Pen Natugu, Nina watches. Nina has Ampamia Hona Musa has Tim Nina, Coach Bodu actually him. The mass animating in our buy, and this answer said the news in one, and the internal answer near Cosono. And then you the BKB show at exactly 7 p.m. on YouTube. No, when your opportunity now, okay, they're not.
Just read the first one.
The first one, okay. We are now back on loss. Okay, the general provisions, Article 1, legal form headquarters and trademarks. 1. GFA is a private organization incorporated under the laws of Ghana and limited by guarantee. It is formed for an unlimited period. 2. The headquarters of the GFA is in Accra and may only be transferred to another location following a resolution passed by Congress. 3. GFA is a member of FIFA and of CAF. 4. The logo of the GFA is a black and white colored. Okay.
The first one relevant.
Okay. Today,
Football Association GFA.
Private organization incorporated under the laws
to government. Private.
Okay. Arimo.
Yeah, bro.
Na pombo kode.